Welcome to everyone, and thank you for rejoining me after my short hiatus or holiday. We're still looking for a plot of land so we can build on that and sell it and then do another build and so forth. But in the meantime, we thought it would be entertaining if you watched this. So we've started a new build, so you'll see that in a second. So to my members, thank you very much for staying, and let's crack on. Well, today finds me working for a change in the horrendous conditions of beautiful Philippine sun at 9:30 in the morning. Aren't you lucky where you've got snow? So, what have I done today? Well, I told you the other day I got this bird on my windowsill. Well, one very knowledgeable subscriber told me that it was a kingfisher after me fish. So I bought some grills, galvanised grills, and they will be going on top of here. You can see I've already laid one down there. So we've got the mesh in place, stop them kingfishers. The bamboo's in there for the if I don't, the metal will bend under its own weight. That bar there on Monday will be sawn into 2, 3, 4 sections, put where the bamboo is, and then zip tied all together. I got this plant here. Don't worry, this one is lying that way because at the minute I can't put it that way, but on Monday it'll be sorted. So this one had taken over a bit, so I've thinned it out only a little bit, and I've spread it, and I've replanted a bit there, so hopefully that'll grow, and there and there. So those 3 areas should grow to something this size. So that stopped them kingfishers. All the fish are now out and about, they're enjoying it. I did disturb the sediment because I cleaned the bottom as well as best I could. So the filters are now taking care of that. It's galvanised, so it doesn't really matter about the water going onto the metal there, and it will do there. But if it goes rusty, it goes rusty. It's only a fish tank, isn't it? Why have we started this new series? Well, I'm getting older, and I don't get any exercise apart from walking max, really. So what I need is my own gymnasium. So what we're building here, I've pegged it, or the builder's pegged it out, will be, if we take this as here's the entrance down the side. So you enter here, and I've got a section here along this bit for loose weights, so that'll be good. I've got a section here for a dartboard. There's the wall there, so that'll be me darts. This marks out, that area there marks out an 8x4 pool table. Sufficient walkway and access all the way around. There will be a bathroom at the back here, we just haven't pegged it out. So there's a bathroom there, or a toilet, and the front bit here, there'll be a running machine there, there'll be a cycle machine there. Here will be a settee, a table, a settee, so you can sit on here. All this front wall here is solid glass, the same as the house, so you can sit on the settee and you've got that lovely view there. I've tried to do it both inside and out so it matches the house. So it'll have the same spandrels at the top, it'll have the same lights, the same AC, it'll still run off solar power, so it's not going to cost me anything. The water supply is free because that will spur off the existing, so that's free. Right, we'll have the canopies over the windows like that. We'll have along the front, it'll be a fixed sliding affixed, so they can slide open that way and let the lovely breeze in. Then there'll be a central pier or column, then it'll be fixed, sliding fixed. They can slide open, so you can be on the exercise machine or you can be sitting on the lounge having a drink and you get the cool breeze coming in at this time of year. You can see it's breezy now. And then above the windows there'll be what would you call it, a beam, and then we'll have a small row of windows exactly like that across the top there, so it'll all blend in. So the drawing's been agreed, specs, price. So the builder starts on Monday. Today is I think it's Thursday today, yeah, so Thursday today. Friday, Saturday he said he's going to deliver some materials. The landscaper turns up on Sunday to finish the back bit there, slap some liner down and some bougainvilleas, and then he's out there. Oh, and make Joy's a canopy over at the side of the house so she can do some tulips or something, orchids. Tulips. And then the gardener we've got a new gardener starting on Saturday, so they're going to do a spot of weeding, get the lawnmower out, clear up some areas that are a bit dodgy, and that'll be it. Oh, and do some watering. So let's see what happens, shall we? There he is, Mr. Old Man. You remember him from the works before. And there's my painter, and these two guys are fixing my leaks on the roof so we can get that bedroom ceiling painted and there's no more staining. I had the internet people here today to tell me how I could connect from the house into that new building. Let's call it Man Cave 2. And they said, well, you could connect hard wire. Well, I can't because the house is finished. I could connect Wi-Fi. Well, I can't because it's too far. So the only other option was to do a separate connection into that building once it's finished. And on reflection, I'm not going to do that. I don't think I'll put a TV in that building because when am I going to use it? When am I going to use that TV? And there's not really a wall for it to go on that's suitable. I've got music in there. I mean, we're going to have a great music system in there. Not as good as the one in Man Cave 1, but it'll be a decent system. So no Wi-Fi in the other room. Right, well there's me new gardener doing a bit of mowing. He's done. He started by the garage, and he's gone all the way around, and he's got to that bit there. There you go. That's what it looks like when it's been mowed. Very nice indeed. So he's got that bit there to do, and then we're going to get the strimmer out, go around the edges, and then we're going to do some watering. So that's the plan for him for today. And let's have a look. 7:30 on a lovely day. It's Monday morning, the builders are due any second and they're going to start the new construction. So fingers crossed all goes well, and I'm just going to feed Max. Maisie's still upstairs asleep. Feed the chickens and feed the fish. And then I'm going to get hard-boiled eggs, so I'm going to feed me later. Right, well the guys turned up and we've started to peg out or set out the lines of the building. Now what they've done, or what I did, you can see where it goes in here. Well, I've taken the line, I've moved the line from there to there, so there's that much extra we'll have inside the building. Because I was thinking this is getting a bit cramped. We've got a cramped area for darts, we've got cramped area for weights, you've got cramped area for anything over an 8-foot pool table. So if I just extend it out to there, that gives me a 9-foot pool table and a little bit extra room for the darts. Then here, this line here, the back wall I've taken back 1.5 meters, so we'll have all that extra, so I can move the table back a bit. It just gives us more room, just makes it look a little bit more sensible. And where the door is, yeah, I brought that forward a bit, 1.5 meters, so the door sits there now. So we've got that much extra. And then that brings this wall out to, say, here, out to about here. Then you've got your 1 meter walkway around the outside. You're very near that wall. So the whole building is going to get moved maybe 1 meter that way to give us a bit of room around there. I've still got loads there, so just move the whole building that way. So that's what they're doing at the minute. Then we'll finalise the measurements and that's it. Max is supervising. Yeah, this afternoon that guy that's doing the sawing will go back on the roof to finish the little roof holes. At the end of day one, we've marked out the location of the walls. Our friend here has gone down about 1.5 feet in solid clay, I kid you not. This guy has gone down as far as Australia. Hopefully he'll stop soon. And my friend here has gone down about 1.5 foot to 2 foot maybe. So we are progressing well. Unfortunately we are in clay. You can see this is pretty horrific stuff to be excavating. So that's the end of day one. Many more to come. So, Tuesday, all of that was done today. He's got that down to what you can see, but you can see it's murder to get any deeper than that. So it's a good job this young lad's doing it. Us oldies could never do it. Right, we've got a new guy start today. He's just started on that. So he's got the easy bit so far. Wait till it gets hard. We've got another guy start today. I think we've got 3 in total, new guys. So he's taken over here. Just got to get that down to the right depth. He's cracking on with that. Well, we're flogging on with the foundations, the excavations, should I say, this beautiful early morning. I've got them to put this little fence up here, or a temporary barrier. That's just really when the guys start to pile onto this job. We don't want them walking around this lot, helping themselves to stuff in there and putting cigarette ends all on the grass, do they? So we cordoned off this area here, and they can have this area for the works and their accommodation and their toilet, and although they tend to go over the road for the toilet, and the storage of materials. So all this is theirs. So what have we done this morning? Well, that's finished. That one's near as damn it. Hercules is cracking on with that one. We've only got 3 guys here today, but that's really all we need at this stage. I'll just show you how they bend the reinforcing bars to the right size. They've made up those already. Those, as you probably know if you watched the earlier videos, they go in the foundations, the base, and then the columns go on top of that. So this is the attachment that they've got, this here, and he's marked on the wood. He's marked on the wood some marks. He puts the end of the reinforcing bar on that mark, feeds a tube over the end. Let me see if I can get into position. There we go. Bends it into shape. See the man's muscles? And that is now a perfect angle. I guess these are the columns, are they? These are the columns? Yeah. So that little angle he's got will get threaded into the base. So that's where we are at the minute. So these 2 gentlemen are doing the rebar, getting that ready. This gentleman is digging the holes, ready for the rebar. So we're on programme for the end of the week to have some of this concreted and in place. Well, a bit later on in the morning, you can see we've got the first piece of reinforcement in there, and that hole as well. And we've started to make the column. He's put the stirrups in there, and soon when all that's been finished, it'll be installed in either that one or that one, which is the ones I've just shown you. Well, I've re-measured the space, and it looks like we'll be able to have a weights bench, some weights of various things, a punch bag, exercise bike, running machine, the best 9x4 snooker table, a darts area, a couple of settees. So that's good, isn't it? There you can see it's all properly tied into the base. Yeah, because this ground is so hard, they're just filling it full of water, hopefully to make it a bit softer so they can dig it out. And there's another column going in. I've made that today. Hold on, let me get over here so we can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's already had a plumb line to get it roughly in place. You can see the cables there, which is leaning against, and there's the plumb line there. So these guys are just helping him get it straight. And that'll be number 4 in place. On the side, between the front column and the back column, there'll be another column midway, which is okay, it's hidden from the inside. I've got a window there and a window there, so that's okay. That's how they do the tying wire. Get that one finished, which is very close. Well, 5 o'clock, which is when I normally water the garden. Max is sitting by the hose pipe. Hose, Max, hose! Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. Hose! I just can't do the bloody garden. He will insist on drinking it's been 33 degrees today. How these guys have worked in here, I do not know. What we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 columns. 6 columns. We're going to do one about there somewhere. I'll make 7, and then I'll have some at the back around the bathroom. Marvin's coming tomorrow morning, so we're going to talk with him about the design and the roof and PowerPoints and stuff. But today's been good. Today's been hot. I pity the poor guys, but they've done well. So and I can see another steel's ready right at the back. Another column's ready. So yeah, right. I suppose I better get ready. I better water the garden before it all dies off. Moron. Oi! God. Now he's wrecked me with the hose pipe. Well, it's Friday afternoon. Is it? Yeah, wait a minute. It's Friday afternoon, so let's go and see. Look at the camera. It's Friday afternoon, so let's go and see what the boys have been up to in the garden. Well, Marvin was here this morning and we went through the design, the electricity lighting layout, the roof layout, where the drains are going to go and everything like that. But we found out that pit, or that drain, that foundation is not required. Yay. And whose fault was it? Whose fault was it? Whose fault was it?
Sorry, it's my fault.
There you go. So he's going to stick that in there. It's got to go there. So we're going to have another one just there. Because don't forget what this is. This will have a ring beam and then a block wall, and then I think there's a window either there or there. I can't remember which. And then it's got a ring beam across the top as well. So we do need something in the middle. So that's wrong. That'll go there. This guy has started to do the one at the back, And then there's another one required here. Excuse me, Mr. Hat. We'll have another one here. I think there's another one there and another one there. Yeah. There you go, Max is helping. They did this one wrong as well. I won't ask who designed that one, but they did that one wrong as well, so that's got to be backfilled, and that's going to go there. Good job we found these out at the moment. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We hadn't, apart from that one, that was a lot of work. That was. So that's why Marvin's down here every day, just to keep an eye on these boys, or every 2 days, should I say. Old man's making up the next column. I was informed by Marvin, where's the camera? It's up here. I was informed by Marvin that next week, he's on programme for this week. He said we might be pouring concrete in one of these tomorrow. Next week will be the formation of the ring beam around the ends, and he did suggest they might be using block work, so ring beam and block work for next week. But that's next week. We've got to worry about this week first, haven't we? So the end of Friday, this hole has now been excavated right to the bottom, so that was quick. This one has been done right to the bottom, so that was quick. Max has been helping digging. Those two columns of reinforcement, they go in those ones I've just shown you. There he is. He's just finishing off any holes in the roof with PU60 and the plastic. So that should be all watertight. He's done a good job over the last week of making sure all the holes are finished. And these guys have done a good job of doing this. So roll on tomorrow. Today is Saturday and we have our friend here, Mr. Conehead.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, today he is bringing me a couple of planters. We're going to plant those there to semi-disguise the pond. I don't know why, but Joy seems to think that's a good idea. So we'll have those there. He's brought some more bougainvilleas, one of my favourite plants, and we're going to start down there and we're going to plant them all the way down there. And his other guys, I'll show you in a minute, are down there building Joy a some kind of structure. So let's start the day. Welcome everybody. He's just arranging them. He keeps them in the bags, then he arranges them, then he takes the bags away, and then he puts the soil, gardening soil on inside, and then we're going to put those stones that I've been keeping over there for the last God knows how long. Those stones are going on the top, and it'll blend in with the colour of the pond. And there you see the grey stones, and it all blends in rather well. You can see two pots have turned up in front of the kitchen, but I don't know where they're going. I'll have to talk to the chief about that one. That's... Ah, Joy, could you come on camera for a second? There we go. Excuse the fact she's not got any makeup on.
And I didn't wash my face.
Oh, let's not go into that just yet. Now, Joy, There are a couple of round plant pots in
Yes.
front of the kitchen.
Yes.
What's happening, babe?
I asked them to take those two plants out from the ground and put it on the pot.
Oh, okay.
But he forgot to bring your pot, the square one.
Oh, okay.
Two. I ordered two from him, but he forgot.
Okay. Now these guys are doing what, Joy? One guy's replacing all the broken paving slabs with new ones, which we had there. So all those broken ones, you can put the broken ones at the back where the bougainvilleas are going. Yeah. Now these guys are doing what, Joy? What are these guys doing here?
He'll do me a orchid area.
An orchid area.
Yeah.
What does that
A
mean?
square one.
A square, and what? The orchids grow up that pole and across the top? What do they do?
Plant rock.
Okay, I can't wait to see this. It sounds a bit weird. Okay. So I've had to turn off the solar power to the house because he's going to use a welding machine. So, and it can blow all manner of fuses. So I've turned off the solar. So now the sun is charging the batteries, but that's all it's doing. We're now running off Penelco. So my electricity bill will increase this month for 1 day's electricity, or 3/4 of a day's electricity. That's no big deal, is it? Right, let's carry on looking round. So those were the cracked ones, so he's just replaced those. Where he's standing, replaced those. And there's four here, so we're just going to pour some concrete in there, and then they'll be done, won't they? Good morning, boys. As you can see, they're they're making concrete over there, and they're pouring it into here. The first one of the building. So of course they do it now, and in this sun. Oh, they've done that. They've had a crack at that one. They've done that one. Oh, they've done that one. So by Monday, these will have had 2 days to harden. So that's the idea. Yes. A well-oiled machine. I'll be honest with you, I'm not mad keen on these plants, because at their best, and this is at their best, they look a bit moth-eaten. There's holes in them, they've got bits of brown in them, but that's the plant. Joy seems to like them, so what am I going to do, eh? I'll just bankroll the whole lot. Yeah, look alright, I suppose, they'll do. So the old bougainvilleas go down there later on today. I'm looking forward to those, I really am. James's car had a bit of a mishap. You know, I told you it was low. Well, he went into a puddle the other day, and he kind of hit a curb while he was in there. So we've rubbed it down with some. It was only a little hole. So we've rubbed it down with sandpaper, and later on today we're going to just drive it out there and give it a bit of a gloss black spray on that area, and you won't know it's been damaged. So that's my little plant helping out James. I reckon it's 33 today. I'll put the weather forecast on the screen in a minute. These guys, ooh, don't know how they do it. Well, this is Joy's orchid house. We've got a fire going over there. What's all this?
Water.
God. Careless welding, that is. Right, we've got, it's all concreted in at the bases. I don't know, I suppose, I think there's a roof going on this, like a cloth roof. What's Max saying? Max has just helped with the concrete laying, as you can see. Mr. Mason's not very happy. So, what's happening at the end of the week? Well, we've got two guys there having a fag. No, one's digging the soil, getting it level, getting all the weeds out and all that stuff. So we've got a bougainvillea there, we've got a red one there, we've got a yellow one there, we've got a pink one where he's standing. They're just digging out me one more somewhere around there somewhere. Then they've planted a few going all the way down to the bottom, you can probably see. They've got rid of the majority of the undergrowth or overgrowth. They've got rid of the majority of the stones and the tiles and goodness knows what else we had there. Then they're going to lay the liner. Then we're going to weigh the liner down, as I might have said before, with some stones or the broken paving slabs or whatever. And then we'll call it a day for these guys. Crazy heat. And these guys are doing quite well. Just been speaking to the foreman. He thinks this time next week all of the columns done and all of the ring beams done, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have some of the blocks being laid into place. I have to confirm that, of course, with Marvin, but I think that's roughly what Marvin told me as well. Joy, on the other hand, is repotting, what's that called?
Orchid.
An orchid. I think she's doing more than one.
I have only one. I have to buy some more.
Oh, she's got to buy some more. So that's going on the table. Yeah, so while everyone's busy, I'm going to go and have a sit down and a beer. I think that's my right. Well, that's the end of this week's video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a great week yourselves. I hope the weather's good for you. I hope your health stays good and the money doesn't run out. So bearing in mind all those three things, I look forward to seeing you again next week. Look after yourselves and take care.